Ravens fan, John Harbaugh has finally spoken out about something we've all been waiting for, the status of Zay Flowers. After all the mystery surrounding his injury, the coach revealed how the team plans to adjust without our star receiver. But does this change the playoff plans? And how will the offense handle the absence of its main aerial weapon? Harbaugh shared details that could shift the entire team dynamic, and his answer promises to have a direct impact on our future this season. Stick with me until the end, because I'm going to tell you exactly what he said and how this could affect the Ravens' performance in the final stretch. Go Ravens! When Zay Flowers went down against the Browns, many fans started to wonder how the Ravens would cope with a potential absence in the playoffs. However, John Harbaugh was very clear. The team isn't built around one player. He emphasized that the strength of the squad lies in the collective, in each player contributing to the team's success. According to Harbaugh, even without Flowers, the offense can still be dangerous because there's a combination of talent capable of maintaining the rhythm. This trust in the group is what gives hope that the Ravens can overcome any obstacles. Harbaugh pointed out that Rashod Bateman is ready to take on more responsibility, but he doesn't want to place all the pressure on it. He believes that everyone needs to step up without overburdening any. This approach not only relieves pressure on Bateman, but also encourages other players to give their best. Harbaugh made it clear that the offense will continue to function, using varied schemes to involve different players and exploit each one's potential to the fullest. It's a strategy that could confuse the opposing defense and open up new offensive possibilities. The main message Harbaugh conveyed is about adaptation. He understands that the Ravens are at a point in the season where there's no room for excuses or hesitation. Losing an important player like Flowers could be tough, but the coach believes the roster has enough quality to adjust. This collective mindset and determination to overcome challenges are exactly what he hopes will inspire the team, and by extension, the fans. He wants to show that the team can be resilient even in the toughest moments. Looking ahead to the game against the Steelers, it's clear this mindset will be tested. Without Flowers, Harbaugh will need to create a balanced defense, capable of mixing accurate passes and an efficient ground. Will Bateman and the other receivers rise to the challenge? And how will Lamar Jackson lead the team without his main aerial weapon? John Harbaugh didn't hold back his praise for Rashod Bateman when asked about his ability to lead the wide receiver core if Zay Flowers misses the game. For the coach, Bateman is much more than just a back. He highlighted Bateman's work ethic, talent, and commitment, noting that the receiver has shown all season that he can be a game changer in critical moments. This confidence isn't just based on words. It's grounded in Bateman's consistent performance throughout the year. Bateman has racked up 756 yards and 9 touchdowns this season, stats that speak for themselves. Harbaugh made it clear that Bateman's performance against the Browns, for instance, was key to the offense's success. Even without Zay Flowers, Bateman stepped up in a big way, showing that he's ready to take on a larger role. This ability to perform in high-pressure situations is why Harbaugh believes Bateman is ready for the challenge. However, Harbaugh doesn't want Bateman to shoulder this responsibility alone. He emphasized that the success of the offense will depend on a collective effort, with other players helping to carry the load. Even so, Bateman is the centerpiece of the plan if Flowers is out. The expectation is that he will elevate his game even further, proving that he could be the leader the team needs in such a crucial time, like the playoffs. As the Steelers' game approaches, Bateman's role goes beyond just making catches. He'll need to be a reliable target for Lamar Jackson, a safety net, and a leader for the other receivers. And with that, the question becomes, how will Lamar adjust his game to maximize Bateman's potential and the rest of the groups? Without Zay Flowers, Lamar Jackson will have to demonstrate even more adaptability to keep the Ravens' offense competitive. The quarterback is known for his dynamic play style, but losing his top aerial weapon presents a significant challenge. For Lamar, this means relying more on other receivers like Rashod Bateman and fully utilizing the ground game with Derrick Henry. Harbaugh knows Lamar has the talent to adjust his approach, and this flexibility will be key in the upcoming clash against the Steelers. Lamar has already shown he can lead the offense even in tough situations, like in the last matchup against the Steelers. In that game, he orchestrated an offense that leaned heavily on the ground game, securing a convincing win. Now, without Flowers, Lamar will need to strike a balance between utilizing Bateman's routes and moving the ball with his own legs. This dual threat is what makes Lamar so dangerous and unpredictable for opposing defenses. The challenge, however, won't only be technical, but also strategic. With the Steelers likely stacking the box to contain Derrick Henry, Lamar will have to get even more creative. Harbaugh certainly has schemes in place to free up Bateman and other receivers, but execution will depend on the chemistry between Lamar and his teammates. This chemistry will be tested to the max, especially in high-pressure moments such as the playoffs. The absence of Flowers doesn't lessen the importance of the matchup against the Steelers, and Lamar will have to prove once again why he's the leader of this team. Now, the question becomes, how will Derrick Henry help alleviate this pressure and keep the opposing defenses on their toes? All right, we're past the halfway mark of the video, but before we continue, I noticed you haven't liked the video yet. That's super important for YouTube to keep recommending my content to you, so make sure to leave a like. It's free and helps a ton. Thanks. Now, let's keep going. With Zay Flowers out, the Ravens' offense will likely rely even more on Derrick Henry to balance the game and create space for passing plays. Henry has been a key player in several games this season, and Harbaugh knows that the running back is one of the best in the league when it comes to breaking through defenses with his physical strength. The coach made it clear that the offense needs to be diversified, but with Henry on the field, the running game becomes one of the biggest weapons against the Steelers. In the last game against Pittsburgh, Henry was dominant, racking up 134 rushing yards and leaving the opposing defense with no answers. Repeating that performance will be crucial in relieving pressure off Lamar Jackson and Rashod Bateman. When Henry can move the ball on the ground, opposing defenses are forced to focus more on the run game, which can open up space for quick and efficient passes. This dynamic will be critical in the playoffs. Furthermore, Henry's presence on the field does more than just move the chains. He sets the pace of the offense, controls the time of possession, and keeps the opposing defense worn out. Against a physical defense like the Steelers, this can make all the difference. Harbaugh knows that, even without Flowers, the Ravens' offense has the necessary pieces to impose its game and dominate physically. If Derrick Henry continues to assert his presence, it will force the Steelers to respect the run game, opening up opportunities for Lamar Jackson to explore the passing game. And this is where other receivers, besides Bateman, will need to step up and show their worth. Zay Flowers' absence also brings a unique opportunity for other Ravens wide receivers to show what they are capable. Players like Devin Duvernay and Nelson Agholor will have the chance to take on a more prominent role in the offense, helping to fill the void left by the WR. Harbaugh has already stated that he trusts the team as a whole, and now it's time to prove that the roster has enough depth to overcome adversity. Duvernay, for instance, has shown flashes of his talent throughout the season, especially as a threat on intermediate and deep routes. Agholor, on the other hand, brings experience and the ability to make plays in key moments. With opposing defenses focused on Rashod Bateman and Derrick Henry, these players could become important weapons in specific situations, exploiting the gaps left in coverage. Harbaugh also mentioned that the Ravens' offense has schemes ready to move the receivers around and create favorable situations. This means that the players need to stay alert and ready to capitalize on every opportunity. This diversity in the offense will be essential against the Steelers, who have one of the most physical and well-prepared defenses in the league. The game against Pittsburgh will be a true test for the Ravens receiver group. If they manage to stand out, they could not only help the team win, but also gain more confidence for the upcoming playoff challenges. This gives Ravens fans a chance to see how the team can overcome challenges collectively and stay strong in the hunt for the title. So, Ravens fan, John Harbaugh made it clear that he has complete trust in the Ravens roster to overcome the potential absence of Zay Flowers. With Rashod Bateman ready to lead the receiver group and the offensive scheme adjusted to explore other weapons on the team, it's evident that the coach has a solid plan to keep the offense competitive in the playoffs. But what do you think? Do the Ravens have what it takes to maintain the same level of performance without our top receiver? I'd love to hear your opinion in the comments. And if you're not subscribed yet, be sure to subscribe to the channel and stay updated on everything Ravens. See you next time.